Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet.
Huh?
The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason.
Space high treason? One of the highest crimes a spaceman could commit.
I'm scared, Shepard.
Is it because you're working for Martin Sheen and Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Your people know I hate them. Maybe it's because you're working for TTD-3.
I don't know.
You may have spat on your planet's honor without realizing it.
Thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Hey, I do it to Earth all the time. What happens when a gas mask person is accused of such heresy?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Is that it? Your fleet sucks anyway, who cares? I thought you were gonna say space prison or death penalty.
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Well, this doesn't sound remotely important. I was gonna demand you work for me for good and never return to your inept fleet anyhow.
I understand. We're probably not coming back from this mission anyway, right? I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location, just in case you change. In case we have time. Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
That's gotta be the dumbest space password cringe shit I've ever had the misfortune of hearing.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I'm not a captain. I'm not even in the shitty alliance anymore. At ease, soldier.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai.
What is with this sucky poetry you cunt spout? May you stop it now before I unleash the vibrant Fratronic feasors and turn you into magical light embers that will flicker into dust in the transient solar flares of the night.
It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
It's fucking annoying is what it is. Stop it now. What are the charges you're bringing on my unit member, buddy?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Gethoid bits back to your inept fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Don't worry, if it all goes tits up, I'll unleash phasers and we'll escape with the Normandy.
Talizora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Vas Normandy? I didn't know that was your last name.
On the run. Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's.
But my name's TTD Shepard. That's another annoying thing you morons do. Add your ship to your fucking name.
Wait, Ron, You called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nema.
Let's get on with this, tedium. Does Tali have Sage Space Council?
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Huh?
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
You're one lucky gas mask chick. I'm not just an expert in lasers and phasers. I'm a trained space lawyer, but I don't come cheap.
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vas Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
Hey, I know what I'm doing. I'll pwn the opposition with key redirects and space cross-examination.
I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can.
Yes.
It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Tali, I can't believe you doubt the space credibility of TD Leisure. All you freaks look the same in these masks. How do you tell who's who? Don't worry, I'm gonna plead not guilty by reason of insanity. You'll only do 10 years out in 5. That must be the judge and jury. I'm gonna create enough reasonable space doubt to cause a misfire mistrial.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season.
Oh God.
Keep us alive.
Hail.
The accused Talia Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Talia crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Talia's captain, Shepard must stay.
Excellent work, Judge.
Objection withdrawn.
It ain't withdrawn, she pwned your objection.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Talia Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Judge, we object to this whole farce. This whole thing is irrelevant badgering of my client. And it's simply because some of you higher-up gas mask cunts are jealous that she gets to be in my unit and they don't.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
What in the name of space confusion is your reason for space motive here? You're claiming she teamed up with the Gethoids to pwn you? If she wanted rid of you, why would she even bother coming back to do this trial?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Order in court.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Even if she did do it, the only explanation is space insanity. You can't know she did it on purpose. So eat reasonable doubt. Case dismissed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Extremely dangerous is my middle name. It's not Normandy. We'll take it back and prove Tali hates Geth by pwning them all.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Oh, right. Well, she's totally guilty of that. Send her down 20 years to life.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return. or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Me and my client are off to Podzon roboids. See you in the arraignment. Let's go, client.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
There's a bond now between us, the attorney-client privilege. As your lawyer, I recommend we talk to key witnesses before we proceed.
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's space subpoena these witnesses.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Hey, Judge.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quib.
Quib.
Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
What can you tell me about this Geth-Poed ship of yours?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral.
Under the space circumstances, I'm gonna have to advise my client to shut the fuck up. You've got a ship called Quib.
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
I can't take you seriously as a judge with such a shit nickname. Think it's time you got another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name.
You should find one called the Cunt. Suit you.
I will not flee because of petty insults.
What's your problem with my client, Judge?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are not to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other judges seem to have key issues. I want this quashed before I hold you in complete contempt.
Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Judge, can't you coexist with the Geth? Can't there be a peace between you?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard.
Huh?
We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
We'll see you in court, Judge.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Aran's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Stop calling me that. Only a total fuckburger would add a ship to their surname. What can we expect inside the Alorai apart from angry Gethoids?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's go. We'll see how they deal with TJ Dazer, attorney at law.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
You don't need luck when you've got TJ Dazer. Gethoids.
Get ready to fight.
Unleash Beaker. So precise. I am Taste how wrong you were. Don't get too close, robot. Space boost. Burn in the embers of defeat. Oh, we got a dead gas mask person here. You all look the same, Tally. Come identify. I've got a bad feeling it's...
Father!
Yeah, that's who I figured got pwned here.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't.
This time his plan bumbled.
They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to clean up your mess. You can't.
He can and he has, Tally. Don't mourn him. He was dead long before the Geth ever touched him. He was messing with powers he couldn't possibly understand. We'll pwn all the Geth dead in his honor. It's what he would have wanted.
I don't care what he would have wanted, Shepard. I wanted a father who cared about me more than his war effort. I wanted a father who would take the sick leave time and let me see his face without a helmet in the way. Instead, I got orders. And this. And a panel of admirals who think I'm a traitor. Those were my father's gifts to me.
Stop being a selfish, spoiled princess. He was trying to save the universe from Gethoids. It's not his fault he was inept at it.
You're right. I know what he'd do. Better than anyone. Maybe he had to know I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Star Wars style.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangel and Darozen see the data. They must.
Wow, that's where he got pwned.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. You want to throw your dad into the nearest sun? A true soldier's funeral.
No. Leave him. The mission comes first. It's what he would have wanted. Come on, let's finish this.
Watch your right.
The king robot. Missed with the space bowling ball. We got another predator rip off. Field of force. Flow helplessly while being phased in the robot data. Surround it. Space boost. Oh, he's starting to get distracted. Upgrade speeder shotgun. Strong against the space bowling ball. Two space boost. Fuck you, robot, he's down. But he's not finished, he's not out. Now he is.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Play it then, woman.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tally Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tally exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tally out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Your dad was networking Geth and something about doing weapon tests? What?
That breaks our most sacred laws. Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but when this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
As your lawyer, I advise you to blame it all on him.
It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Hear ye in court.
Sorry we're late.
You idiots actually thought some suck guest could pwn me, TJ Theser? We brought back your precious ship. Go get it.
We apologize, Shepard. Your success in taking back the Alarai is very unexpected.
But also very welcome.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
I'll give you key clarification.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
What we, the defense, have learned in this compelling case is that you gas mask people are inept. You haven't got one shred of evidence, and you got no key motive. I find you, the court, in complete contempt. Come on, client, we're out of here.
What?
This is a formal proceeding!
Suck you, Judge. You're secretly having an affair with a guest. We saw the compelling key evidence. And you're trying to cover up Tally's dad's very important, very secret work, so you can take credit for yourself. Spit on your court. I haven't got time for this. Unless you want me to hit you all with a space affidavit, alleged adversary proceeding, then you better just take Tally at her word and we'll be on our way.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Spaceport tokens. Great. Now this court is dismissed, I suggest you get back to fighting Gethoids and not embracing them as family.
We'll drink a toast on the homeworld, Shepard. Mark my words.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Don't get too excited. You haven't seen how big the cost of my fee is for representation. If you haven't got the money to pay, I'll come up with some other ways you can pay me off.
Thank you, Captain.